will skip the part where I brag for 3 minutes about how great and cool I am, seeing as we are all qualified young men of skill and character. People like that stuff.
Sounds good, yeah.
People like that stuff a lot.
Boise State's new documentary about annual program actually here in Austin where 1,000 high school seniors get together to build their own government. This documentary available on Apple TV. And we've got 3 of those boys, the focus of the film, with us today. Stephen Garza, Renee Otero, Ben Feinstein, and Robert McDougall. Guys, thank you all so much for being with me.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Just down the street from where we are, actually, the Fox 7 Austin studios at the Capitol and UC campus. I've got to admit, I'm right in the middle of watching the film as we speak. So I guess I'm going to get myself some spoilers in some of this, but I'm so captivated by the story. I'll just go, I guess, around, starting with you. Ben, what did you think about the experience about making this film?
I got selected before the documentary as one of the participants, and being selected beforehand and doing the interviews and then kind of having cameras following you, certainly, as Robert put it earlier, it puts some pressure on your back to act and to do big things and to make an impact, right? Because you don't want to screw up in front of the cameras. But when I remember Boise State, you know, besides a few memories of talking to the directors and, you know, the memory of getting mic'd up and, you know, making friends with my camera crew, but most of the memories of that program are of the program itself. And when I think back at Boise State, the documentary is not the defining experience for me. Most of the time, the cameras faded into the background, and I was so immersed in the process and deprived of sleep and sweaty and tired and filled with adrenaline and just into it, right? That the program really stands in its own. And the documentary is very much a separate experience of it. And to me, it means something different.
Renee, watching some of the documentary, watching some of the different discussions already in the film, it's amazing some of the political discussions some of you guys as young minds are having, mirroring so many of the debates we're seeing in this country right now.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I will say that like the whole experience was daunting because it really was much more of a speaking engagement as well as it was a political one. I will say that I had to get my words right, order them right, and as you saw in the documentary, the first time you see me, I'm giving a speech, and that's when I'm beginning to recognize the power of like having electrifying words to win your way to an election. But it's also that issue of making those promises in those speeches and then being finally able to execute them once you get elected.
Absolutely. Stephen, I got to ask you, what's the experience like just kind of outside of the documentary itself and the event itself for all of you? The premiere earlier, I guess, it's Sundance earlier this year. And then, of course, even beyond politics, our whole world has changed over these last 4 months. What has it been like kind of promoting this documentary and just this whole experience in the middle of this pandemic?
It's definitely with the help of Apple and A24 and everybody working with promoting the film. It's definitely been quite an experience. We do have a pretty long day ahead of us, and we've been having fun so far. The use of social media has been pretty amazing, pretty surreal, seeing yourself on promotional material, all of us. It's very, very, very much surreal.
Again, it's such an interesting ride in the film. And Robert, I'll just go to you. What was the takeaway from the experience? Have you kept up with some of the relationships in the time since the documentary was made? And what's it like seeing that finished product after it was done?
I remember doing the documentary, and Boise State ended. I went on with my summer, went into my senior year of high school. I kept talking to Stephen a little bit, and I had known Ben from before the program, but the experience almost faded into the background for about a year until I got the directors contacted me again with a rough cut of the film, and after that it's been a wild ride this year. Gotten to reconnect with these three great guys in like a real meaningful way. Gotten to see it what's really a great film come together, and now it's about to be released to the public next month. It's been an incredible experience and quite a ride.
Cool. I'm going to have to leave it there. Again, Boise State coming out Friday, August 14th, and some of you guys with Austin connections, I either know at the 40 acres or kind of in this area, Austin, San Antonio. I hope you guys all stay well in this, and good luck with the film.
Thank you so much.